How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Brawl. Today, we're checking out Trostani, Three Whispers again. And the reason behind that is because we are going to keep this. It's a risky keep, but I think I can manage. Hope we can manage. There was a green-white card in the set that I didn't quite know how to put in one of the two green-white decks we've already built on the channel. So we kind of just gave it its own deck because it's a bit of a Reanimator card, and white is known for Reanimator. Green is not known that well for Reanimator. Like, it can get stuff back from the graveyard, but it doesn't put that stuff onto the battlefield. Not good. Tap there. Might be a bit of a wash. Block. None of you are artifacts, are you? No, and I did not draw land. Greed never pays, kids. Greed never pays. Either way, we'll just go into a game 2. Might even get it in a game 4 if we're lucky. Who knows? I'm about to say, I started baking some chicken a while ago, and I hear it beeping. It means it's done, and that the oven is shut off. So I probably don't want to drag things out too far, but 20, 30 minutes of cooling, that should be fine, right? Like, should be fine. I do very much like this hand. I think I'm gonna go with a double green source. So we have a double white, and it doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, so we ended up in a weird place where we're Reanimator. We also synergize well with Enter the Battlefield triggers. That's my other green source. I think I'm gonna go with Selvala here, just because in theory she can maximize my mana output. There it is, the Surveil land. I was talking about it a bit in the comments the other day, that these lands, like, in color combinations where I have most of the lands, and I don't really want to, a better way of saying it. Take action, I'll draw a card. Uh, white. In the turn. Our opponent probably is just gonna Wrath, but this is not the card you play into a Wrath, I don't think. Like, if that's your plan, probably not the plan, you know? It's probably not the plan. That plan not great. I wouldn't do it, opponent. But I guess I'm just racing now. Because dealing with the Vanja is not looking like it's gonna be in the cards, if I'm being honest. Neat, that's an elf. I could return my wooded foothills to the... this is all kinds of bad. I was confident in my ability to win the race, but our opponent gained so much life. Opponent? White, 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 white. You only work on permanent from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's a permanent. Do that though. Do not like it. Control V. Guess we're just doing what we did last time. Gonna kill Avanja, I guess? And let's get down Blade Splicer. Just because it adds the most amount of power to the board. With this, if I draw a land, I can more easily threaten lethal, because right now I'm threatening 16 damage a turn, which is a lot, but just imagine that 16, 22 instead. Neato. Vorinclex. Real cool dude. Blade Splicer block might actually... No, it won't get the job done. I was hoping it could get the job done. But it will not get the job done. This will guarantee that I can invoke Justice. Because it should be able to get any permanent, but it was not willing to get me a Wooded Foothills when I wanted one, so... Who knows? Now you work. I should have done it the other way. That would have netted me a bunch of mana. I mean, Vorinclex is the only one that can block. And he just dies. So... Oh, God, that shield. Rough. I did prevent my own Vorinclex from becoming a problem, though, so... Yes, that's good. I guess that's good. Not what I had in mind, but... It works, I suppose. Definitely not in the way I desire, but... The wall is not working the way I desire either. Lifelink and Death Touch, very cool abilities. Looks like our opponent, the Tally, has made it very difficult to actually, what? Uh, Vigilance, okay, sure. Very funny joke, Trostani. For some reason. Ooh, you come with it naturally. But isn't that just the best? We lost. Hard, man. That felt like we were winning, and then the bad choices came in, and we lost. GG. And one more go. We haven't even seen the card I'm looking for. This is why it always ends up getting a little bit slower towards the time of in between sets because we start building around cards that in a 100 card singleton format, unless we're running a bunch of tutors, just don't come up that often. I don't even know if it coming up in the last game would have been useful. Animate the land, an artifact, and an enchantment. We had land. We have an artifact? I don't think we did. Rollinger. I guess we get, but then we don't get a play. Well, we could stick it into Nissa. And that could probably go somewhere. Stick it Nissa. Go for the Trostani next turn. Repair or charge? Another white source. We'll let Nissa attack. This was the same case last time with Trostani, where I just never used his abilities. Because I was being too mana conservative, and I ended up ending the turn with tapped creatures in a deck that should theoretically never have to tap out. Guess it doesn't matter. White. Okay, our opponent is done. They have seen the 5/5. They see that we're going to have to use some mana, so double strike's probably coming. Fair enough. Fair enough. I can respect that. We'll do one more. If we do well, I can claim that this is the best deck ever. And then enjoy the comments of people saying, "What, you lost most of your games?" And it's like, yeah, we only won at the end. That would be kind of fun. Ew. Oh dear, Axnell. Mulligan. Uh, Surveil Land will solve the problem. I have faith in Surveil. Yep, I knew it. Knew it, I knew it, I knew it. Surveil Lands always have my back. Such a good boy. Is it a boy? I guess it's a tree. Such a good tree. Um, we've tapped a goblin. Etchings of Kumano. Cemetery Gatekeeper. Oh, with my Evangel. I don't know though I wanted to play creatures or anything. Yeah, let's not, I guess. I'm actually just gonna get a green source here, I think. I might as well. Might as well pay the life. Yorvo. Take the 2 damage, but then get a creature that should, in theory, be difficult for a red deck to burn through. Not impossible, mind you. Like, you have Thunderous Rebuke, things like that. Mechanized Warfare makes it also much easier prospect, but ouch. With 6 toughness, Yorvo should be near unkillable. Near. Our Simulacrum is just a terrible blocker at the moment, but we're in him for his Unearth at this point anyways. So. Can't believe he's an ape. What about that is an ape? Another green creature into the battlefield. The damage is coming though. They probably can just burn me out, honestly. I can see it. 2 lightning bolts does the job. Cemetery Gatekeeper, perhaps I've been too hard on you. You've been very instrumental in making this happen. Oh dear. I want to build like an Impact Tremors deck. I think Ogier has a part in it, but at the same time, it's hard to say. If you look at his ability stack, if a red source deals an amount of damage to non-creature damage or less to Ogier, that doesn't really make sense, does it? Maybe I'm just crazy. I need lifelink. Bruna will not do the job. I need Gisela, her sister, to actually get the lifelink. I wanted to get Nightmare, because I always want to get Priscilla, Voice of Nightmares, but seldom is it allowed. Ouch. GG. Well, I think I'll end off this one for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.